Lord gonna see them. All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass thereof, he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after the other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them.
Now note, the pastor ain't gonna come out and just say, oh, let's worship the moon, the sun, the host of heaven. That's too straightforward for some of our people. He has to come with another angle. So even though it say that, that's what they're actually saying. All right, if you're able to understand, read between the lines, that's what they're actually saying. Let's go worship other gods. All right, but they ain't telling you that. All right, so even if your pastor's standing up there and he quoting stuff and he making promises, and maybe one or two of them things come to pass, and you're starting to get confidence in them. If he ain't coming according to the Bible and ain't teaching the truth about the Lord, it don't matter what he's saying. He's gonna be destroyed. It's good. It's a map right there. All right. Keep reading.
Verse 3. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams. For the Lord your power will prove you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
So you gotta, if you read the scriptures and read the history, you always see that there's always gonna be more false prophets than men of the Lord. All right, and the Lord sets it up that way to prove Israel, okay, to prove his people. He's like, okay, I'm gonna set up this guy, all right, and he might look like the underdog, because, you know, like with the example with Elijah versing in the 450 prophets of Baal and the 400 prophets of the groves. Here it is, you got one guy that's a man of the Lord against 850. You know, Jake, they like numbers, they like entertainment, so they gonna roll with the 850. But that's cool, because the Lord he like, what's that? Huh?
Underdogs.
The underdogs, he like the drama, okay? So that's cool if you see it and like, oh, it's only a few of those guys.
Yeah.
But it's so many of these guys preaching about this. Well, that's cool. The Lord set it up that way, all right, to prove it. Keep reading.
Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 4. Ye shall walk after the Lord your God, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him, and cleave unto him. And that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams, shall be put to death.
That's right. So when we come out here and we pronounce judgment on these pork chop eating pastors and these pedophile priests in these Catholic churches and all these other religions that these heathens are engaged in, I'm warning our people not to be amongst them, because they set up for your destruction. When judgment come on them, meaning they get their ass put to death, either by so-called white man or by the men of the Lord, all right? Because Lord willing, we be of those men, the Lord gonna give certain portion of his spirit or spiritual power to the men of the Lord. Okay? And when they get that spiritual power, they're gonna be unstoppable, so they're gonna be executing judgment on pork chop eating pastors and stuff. Alright? Keep reading.
Because he has spoken to turn you away from the Lord your power, which brought you out of the land of Egypt and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way of the Lord thy power commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee.
Keep reading.
If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son or thy daughter, or thy wife or thy bosom, or thy friend, which is in thy own soul, enticed thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods.
All right, hold up. Start from the top of that verse. We're going to slow it down. So if it says, if your brother, all right, your blood brother, keep reading.
If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter.
Oh, even your children. All right? Because they like using the children. They got something called Vacation Bible School. They come and take your children. They take them to the churches. They don't teach them nothing about the Lord. They put this image in front of their face. They play games and they eat candy. And then they get the children to try to entice the parents into coming to their church so that they can get the real money out of the parents, because they know children don't got no money. But you know, people are weak to their damn children, and they got these people thinking, oh well, my children's so smart, you know, maybe I should go to this church. Maybe I should listen to this pastor. Why he taking your money? So the Lord said, if it's your brother, if it's the brother of your mother, okay, all right, or if it's your children, your son or your daughter, keep reading.
Or thy wife of thy bosom.
Or your woman, all right? Because a woman is a that's kryptonite to a lot of these jakes out here. That's a huge stepping stone. All right, the Bible tell you about women, that they ain't right. All women are wicked. The scriptures say that, okay? Ain't nothing right about these women. These women talking about they love the Lord, they love Jesus. Well, they worship Caucasian Jesus. That's not in the Bible, okay? All right, they want to try to tell you what to do. The scriptures tell them they're supposed to be in silence. And if they want to learn something, their husband need to teach them. But they be the main one in the pulpit talking about they know the Lord. And then they will know that scripture. And when you go to check them on that out of love, they got a problem with you. So these women don't know nothing about the Lord. So the Lord told you, if it's your brother, from your father, the brother from your mother, meaning y'all have the same mother. If it's your son or your daughter, your children, all right, you know, if even it's your woman, keep reading.
Or thy friend.
Or your best friend. Oh man, this is my homie, man. We've been together since we was in diapers, man. You know. And he up on this Egyptology and this madness. He put me up on this. All right, you gotta watch that, man. Keep reading. Ugh.
Or thy friend, which is as thy own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers.
Yeah, and that's what Sataniel 11, all right, and his congregation is doing. All right, and they probably, because it's a 501c3 charter tax exempt organization, the more people they got coming in, the more money they can receive. So they gonna tell you, oh, let your woman get part of this. Oh, bring your sons and daughters to this. Entice you to worship another God. Because he don't say the name of the Lord. Okay, he refused to push that out. All right. He ain't teaching the truth. And he's in league with people that worship Satan and all types of perverseness, man. Under that 501c3 charter, tax exempt charter. So he ain't a man of the Lord. Keep reading.
Namely, of the gods of thy people.
Other people.
Namely of the gods of the people which are round about you.
These heathens. Mainly the idols of these heathens, man. Alright, keep reading.
Nigh unto thee, or far off from thee.
So it ain't no excuse, man. It don't matter if it's a heathen that's from your country or a heathen that's on the other side of the world. If they ain't talking about the Lord, they ain't coming with the truth, you ain't supposed to deal with them, man. Straight up, the scriptures say that. Keep reading.
From the one end unto the earth, even unto the other end of the earth.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him. neither shall thy eyes pity him, neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to protect.